Stampers, this is Dawn from DawnStampingThoughts.net, and today we're going to make this pop-up card. Looks like that from the side, and then when you push the bottom part of the base, it's going to close up and you can put it in a regular size envelope. I had made one of these pop-up cards so many years ago, but I got this one from Terry. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's purple, of course, the Wisteria Wonder, and when she gave me the card, it got me thinking that it's been forever since I made one of these really fun pop-up cards. So I went ahead and made this one, and that's the one we're going to make today with brand new products. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're using the Blushing Bride, and this is cut at 4 1/4 by 11. We're going to score that in a minute. And then you're going to need a piece of Blushing Bride for the pop-up piece of the pop-up card. This is cut at 3 by 5 1/2. And then I'm using the brand new designer paper called Playful Palette. It's absolutely amazing. And this piece is cut at 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. These are going to layer right on this like that. So now I'm using 2 pieces of Whisper White. Now this piece is optional. This piece is going to go on the back side. So in case you want to have a spot to sign for your card, this piece is cut at 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. And then this piece of Whisper White is cut at 2 1/2 by 5, and it's going to layer on the front. Then these 2 pieces of the Playful Palette, these are both cut at 1 1/2 by 4, and you'll need 2. And then this piece is cut at 3/4 by 4, and you just need one of those. All right, so let's grab our paper trimmer. Okay, so using the Blushing Bride piece, we're going to score on the 11-inch side. We're going to score this at 1 inch. 2 3/4, 3 3/4, 5 1/2, 7 1/4, 8 1/4, and 10. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and fold the center part of the card, which is 5 1/2, and we're going to lay this on the paper trimmer. We're going to cut a slit. Let's see here. We're going to line this up at 5 1/2. This is the center score line. And taking your cutting blade, and I'm using the arm, and I'm going to line this up at a 1/2 inch, which is about right there. And there's measurements on this arm right here. So a 1/2 inch, and we're going to cut down to 3 3/4. Okay? So then this is going to make your little slit to slide in your pop-up part of your card. So for the pop-up card, we're going to use It's Your Day, Let's Celebrate. And then right underneath there is going to be Time to Party. So we're going to use the archival, the basic black ink for that. And I put the 2 of the stamps together, just make it easier to stamp. Stamp it one time. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and stamp this towards the top. And this little spot here, it works out perfect, so I can put one of those little puffy balloons there. If you missed that video, I'll post the link below this video so you can see that. Super cute. All right, so then we're going to stamp Time to Party, and that's going to go right underneath the Let's Celebrate. Okay. Then we're going to take the Blushing Bride Classic ink, and we're going to use this tiny, tiny little star that's also in the Confetti Celebration stamp set. And I'm just going to randomly fill in the white space with the little star. So I went ahead already and stamped the Happy Birthday, and I also stamped the little Blushing Bride stars on the side of that, and then I just pin at the ends with my scissors. All right, so now we're just going to go ahead and build our card. I'm going to put this layer together for the pop-up. Okay, so now to our card, we're going to go ahead and fold all the score lines. And this would probably be a really good time to use your bone folder. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and add some fast fuse. You can also use some tear and tape on these edges right here, but I found that the fast fuse works just fine. So I'm just going to put a couple strips here, and then also a couple strips on this side. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and slide our pop-up part into the card from the inside of the card, I guess you could say. Now, since this piece is cut at 5.5, this is as big as the card, so it'll fit into a regular size envelope. So you want to take this right to the edge of that 1-inch score line. So we're going to put our panel in the center of our pop-up, and then you want to center this part between that 1-inch score line right there. Okay, then you're just going to go ahead and fold this part over just like that, and then this is going to create your little pop-up. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we're going to decorate this with the designer paper. So we're just going to go ahead and layer these two pieces on the base. And then we're going to take this little happy birthday, pop that up in the center of that. Okay, so then it pops up. So if you give this to somebody, they can actually set it on their desk or their mantle. It's just so cute. All right, so then I found that closing the card and then adding your balloon, which I already have one made up here, and then just adding the balloon once your card's closed, because you don't want that pop-up to interfere closing the card with your balloon. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that, and then make sure you don't go over the edge with your puffy balloon, so the card still measures 5.5 and will fit into a regular size envelope. So then it will pop up and look like that. Love it. All right, so then one more thing I added to this one here. I just added a little bit of Wink of Stella to the stars. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, super cute. I love this pop-up card. So then here's the other one. And then here's Terry's that she gave me. Okay, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.